basically tried to be perfect. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to be perfect. It doesn't work out very well. I tried. And so whenever I would sin, whenever I didn't read my Bible, whenever I screwed up, I would just beat myself up over it. And I knew that God had forgiven my sin, but I always believed that He never forgot it, that He always counted it against me somehow. So that's when I heard for the first time that not only did God forgive my sin, but He also forgave my sin. And that He didn't look down upon me. And matter of fact, He looked at me as a son. He looked at me as a co-heir with Christ. So that's my story.
I love Fiji. It's my third time here. You might be wondering, why doesn't she just live here? I wish that I could live here. Anyway, tonight I'm going to share with you one of the many reasons that I love Fiji. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you my myth that I believe, because you guys are studying this, I think, this semester. So my myth was what?
Hi, everyone.
William, who do you want to sit with? Do you want to sit with somebody out there? Okay. Anyway. So my myth that I believed was one day I will be good and I will stop sinning. I don't know if any of you out there have ever believed that before, but our world, I think, tells us that we are good and we can be good. And I'm going to tell you about the way that I learned that I could be good. And it's not what you might think. So, my Christian life consisted of me going from passion to apathy, where I would live for God one moment and then I would be really selfish another moment and follow the desires of my flesh, which could be anything from like going to the seawall at night or things like that, that you guys can relate to. Just totally living for myself and pleasing what I wanted and kind of living for God when I wanted to, but not all of the time. There were many things that happened. The first year, like giving me a heart for the nations, seeing God's hand at work in the people here, and just I have like crazy stories of people coming up to me and being like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about God," and I'm like, "Okay."
My myth is that people will fully satisfy me. That's the myth. That's not true. But throughout my whole life, I looked to people to satisfy me and to fill needs that I had. Like I thought people like love me and make me feel happy, and they would never hurt me. And I found security in my family and friends, in my identity, and who I thought they thought that I was. I remember going back to Miami and I sat on my bed, and I think it was sophomore year, and I remember that aha moment of like, I was reading my Bible, "You did what for me, Jesus?" And I was so in awe, because I had heard it over and over, but I feel like God just really like allowed me to understand what that meant, and He began to transform my heart. And I realized that I'm broken and I'm sinful and I'm separated from God because of that. But Jesus died for me. And now that I get to stand before the Father and I'm right with Him. And I realized that God wanted to spend time with me. It wasn't something that I checked off, but it's like He delights in me. He wants to spend time with me. He knows me better than anyone on this earth ever has and ever will. He has been, this is cool. He has been pursuing me my entire life, even before I even heard the gospel. The Lord has continually and constantly speaking tenderly to me because I run after things that I think that will satisfy me, but they won't, like relationships with people. And throughout college, I experienced the Lord satisfying me. He's blessed me with healthy community, which I learned. And some of the women in this room, like praying together, and they taught me what Christ-centered relationships look like. James 5:16 says, "Therefore confess your sins to one another and pray for one another that you may be healed." So the truth is that we need each other, and my sin is going to affect you, and your sin is going to affect me.